I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky.
Yo, what's up guys, it's Ruben here. Today I'm going to talk and showcase my build, Naturesgatekeeper, updated for Horns of the Rage. As always, I don't claim any of those builds, you know, if someone's running around with this build, you know, it could be that he made it up himself, could be that he saw my video, whatever. So this build, man, holy shit, the damage now is insane. In the previous build we used Viper, Bone Pirate and Malakina or another monster set which you would prefer, and now we replace Viper because I just, you know, the instant damage that we got from it was so nice, but now it's an overtime tick. It does really weak ticks. Now it's not useless in 1v1 situations, stuff like that, but especially in like 4-man groups and even bigger than that, I like the more weapon damage because of Subterranean Assault and other abilities like AoE wise. So that's enough talk. I got some really nice PvP clips which I will be uploading. If you want to see PvP from this build in action, you could also check www.twitch.tv/gettheedge. So I'm also going real quick over the advantages and disadvantages of this build. The advantages are definitely there. Huge DPS, good stamina pool, good max stats, and just overall a nice amount of sustain. You can also take quite a punch, you know. With Chaos Ball I was able to tank with my team. Now I'm not saying this is the best tank there is out there, but I'm just saying you're able to tank with this build, you know. 2 or 3 players is kind of doable, especially if you have some line of sighting. Disadvantage of this build, you know, your number 1 enemy is going to be fucking Nightblades, okay? If you're having Nightblades and they know how to play, you're pretty much fucked, and the only reason for that is you don't have anything really to pull them out from stealth, and you don't have any snares, you know. So if a Nightblade, even if you're winning, which you can win, I'm not saying you cannot, but the thing is, if he really fucks up, he can just, you know, cloak back, port back to his shade cloak, and you can't find him anymore. So unless he sucks, you're not getting him. So that's it. Let's get started with the build video itself now. Let's go. So first of all, we're going to start with our gear setup. So the previous setup pretty much was 5 Bone Pirate with 1 Malakina and Viper and agility on the back bar. So the only thing we really changed is we changed Viper to I don't know how you call that, drum sound, whatever. Okay, Hunting's Rage. And the reason for this once again is you get this consistent bonus. Once again, Viper has been changed. When you do damage with a melee attack, you deal an additional 7.4k poison damage over 4 seconds. It's over 4 seconds, it's not anymore instantly, you know. So, I don't know, I find it pretty weak. It didn't really help me out. And this extra weapon damage is helping out a lot. So the current setup I have at the moment is 4 Hunting's Rage pieces. And the reason for this is very simple. There is no Hunting's Rage jewelry, you can't craft it, you can only craft the armor pieces. So what you want to do is you want 3 Bone Pirate jewelry. Then whatever Bone Pirate piece you're going to get, so 2 pieces, I really would recommend to keep 1 monster slot free. So, for example, in my case, I got a Bone Pirate legs and Bone Pirate shoulders, and I filled up the head with a monster set. And after that, whatever is left over, you're going to craft with Hunting's Rage. So, we went all impenetrable, except on the helmet because I'm just a lazy fuck. But apart from that, you want impenetrable on all. I would definitely recommend to get at least 5 impenetrable. We have 1 heavy chest and the rest should be medium. So 1 heavy chest, 6 medium armor. The reason for the chest heavy is you will get the best armor rating from a heavy chest. On the jewelry, enchantments, 1 time stamina recovery and 2 times weapon damage. You could also go for 1 reduced cost and 2 weapon damage. That's up to you. Robust, robust, robust. On the armor pieces, big pieces, I would recommend multi-effect enchantment, tri-stats, legs, helmet, chest. And on the smaller pieces, maximum stamina, maximum stamina, maximum stamina. I got on this one a tri-stat because I just had the money back in the day. Now, this is literally all my gold. One hand and shields. One-handed we go increased weapon damage. And on the shield we go maximum stamina. Now you're perhaps wondering, why are you going for agility on the back bar? It's not like the stamina will fall up. That's very true, but increased maximum stamina will give us a better resolving fire. And a better resolving fire is causing us for better healing. So that's the reason why we go for agility, because we get that extra healing. And on the main bar, we have Maul of Hunting's Rage. Well, if you watch Lord of the Rings, you have Sauron's mace right fucking here. So, before I actually had the Hunting's Rage Greatsword of Hunting's Rage, which sharpened. And the reason I went for a Maul is very simple. I will explain it with a great version of paint as well. So the reason for this is, an average player, when he is buffed up, stuff like that, definitely has around 2k cycle resistance in PvP. So let's say I'm buffing up, blah 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 blah. Cycle resistance 23.6k. 20% of this is, well, let's say that's around 4.6k. Because we get 20% ignore from the mace. Here we go. Heavy weapons, mace cause your attacks to ignore 20% of your target's cycle resistance. But even unbuffed, I'm still around 2.6k to ignore. So then we're already really close to the sharpened. And once again, if someone is at 2k or more, we have 4k penetration, which is much more. Of course, you don't have the spell penetration, but that's not needed. We don't use any spells. So, we have much more penetration with the mace. But that's not everything. Mace is also giving us increased damage of this weapon by 15%. And 50% on a weapon of, let's round it up to 1.6k, is 240 damage. While our Greatsword only gives us a 5% bonus. We are currently at 3k weapon damage if we were to be using the Greatsword, which is 150. So again, 240 versus 150, another win. So the mace gives us better penetration and gives us 90% 90 more weapon damage. That's the reason why we're going for the mace. And just look at this, man. Just if we buff up like this, we already at this. Even in non-CP. It's beautiful, my friends. I love it. I love it so much. So that's the reason for the mace. Boons, the serpent. ESO Plus membership is definitely a must because I'm addicted to crafting crack. And WS Cameron Throne. Obviously you want to use a drink because we are currently using Bone Pirate. How did I divide it? I put 20 attribute points in health and 44 in stamina. You just want a little bit of health. You can maybe do a little bit less because this is still from my old setup where I was full medium armor, but even then, man, then it's like 60. You want to aim for 22k health at least. 22k, 21k is definitely the minimum because there are some people with high DPS setups, and if you are having a battleground stuff like that, 4 versus 4 people targeting you, you don't want to be below that. So that's the reason for that. Enchantments on the weapons, by the way. On this one, I would probably use either a damage health poison. That's what I'm going to use myself. Or you can go for like damage health. The damage health one, yeah. The Oblivion enchantment. Here you go, decrease health enchantment. Oh, I'm such an idiot. 10 out of 10 preparation for this video. Okay, so we're going to the skills now. On our front bar, our offensive bar with the mace. On number 1, we have Cutting Dive. Nice from to cast from a distance, which is from the Animal Companion's first ability. Number 2, Critical Rush, Gap Closer, great DPS, really high. These up to 68% more damage based on distance travel. Attack is always a critical strike. Second ability, two-handed. Number 3, Dizzying Swing. Lots of DPS, nice stun. And it's just so nice, you know. When you land a Dizzying Swing, you directly do a crit rush afterwards. It's so much DPS. I fucking love it, man. First ability, two-handed. Number 4, Executioner. I wouldn't go for the AoE because overall you don't really have like 4 people at the same time in execute range. It's not like you're going to execute them all at the same time. So the extra damage. And number 5 is Bullnetch. If you really struggle with healing, which you shouldn't. You really shouldn't. But if you do, you could replace Bullnetch by Rally for increased healing and instant tick. But I really would recommend Bullnetch because you gain major brutality, which will just increase your weapon damage, and you also restore 4k stamina. Over 25 seconds, it's not a lot, you know. Recovery is based on 2 seconds, so you have to, I don't know, it's maybe like 160 recovery, something like that. But it's a free cost as well, whereas Rally will cost you stamina. You can just use this every time, you know. So it's really nice with recasting because it doesn't cost you anything. Which is the 4th ability from the Animal Companions. I tested it out with the Purge. I like the Bullnetch stamina recovery more. Ultimate, Dawnbreaker of Smiting, they fixed it. So really nice ultimate. Lots of DPS, and a major cancel it, nice knockback, and also with the passives, Slayer increased weapon damage by another 3%. Not a lot, but it helps. Okay, and now back bar number 1. We have Ice Fortress. It costs us Magicka. We don't have a lot of Magicka, but we gain minor protection, reduce incoming damage by 8%, and we gain an increased 5.3k Psycho and Spell Resistance. So this one is from, well, Ice Fortress. You wouldn't guess it. It's from Winter's Embrace. Number 2 is Shuffle. Shuffle, medium armor line, increase our dodge chance. Nothing more to be said. Each piece of medium armor 1 removes and grants immunity to snares and immobilizations. So that's some sort of purge you have there for immobilization. Number 3, this one is just great for groups. Subterranean Assault. Deals a lot of DPS, a lot of AoE, especially if people are really nice stacked up. And it also afflicts them with major breach and major fracture, reducing their spell resistance and psycho resistance by 5.3k for 10 seconds. And the DPS is just really good. Even single target, it's really good. But it's fucking AoE, man. It's so great. Number 4, we have Shimmering Shields. Now, this is an interesting one. And the reason is Shimmering Shield, you know. Spin a shield of ice around you to absorb projectiles up to 29k damage. Each absorb restores 600 Magicka. Shield breaks out of 3 projectiles. Now, the Magicka absorption is nice. Let's round it up to 600. So if you absorb 3 times, you get 1.8k Magicka back from the 2.4k. But this is the interesting part. First of all, it absorbs them, so you don't take the damage. That's good. Also, on each successful absorb, caster gains major heroism. Increase ultimate gain by 3 every 1.5 seconds for 6 seconds. So that's really nice as well. The ultimate gain is really good with this, and it also protects you. So we don't have a lot of use for Magicka because after Ice Fortress, which we cast 1 time for 24 seconds, all you will be using your Magicka for is Shimmering Shields. And number 5, Resolving Figure, whatever. Alliance Soul Line, second ability. Renew your forces, blah blah blah. Just our main healing bar. Ultimate is Healing Thicket, and the reason for Healing Thicket is it's such a great ultimate. It has a really strong instant healing. Even as a stamina build, you get some really good healing from it, and it's incredibly cheap. If you have like Shimmering Shield up, this isn't a caster unfortunately, but if you have a Shimmering Shield up combined with light attack, you will have some really fast ultimate regeneration. Just look how my ultimate is already charging, 24, 28, 32. It's charging really fast. In PvP, it's even faster. Overall, I will have my ultimate already at like 70 to 80% in PvP when the ultimate is down. So that's really good. Anything extras with this build? Well, Undaunted of course. You want your passives. And what you can do with this build, I'm going to do it. I'm going to become a werewolf for the two-handed bar because you have so much weapon damage. Combine that with werewolf, it will be really nice. Recommended race is number 1 Redguard. Number 2, Orc and Wood Elf. And number 3, you can go for a Nord. Nord and Imperial, nice races as well. So, oh yeah, wait, I got the champion point system as well, which I didn't spend 10 points in. Good job, Ruben, really. So let's get started with the tower. 23 in Siviner, 3 in Sprinter, 11 in Warlords, 64 Moonkelf, 11 in Arcanist. I know, I just want a little bit of extra magical recovery, you know. Increase the magic and stamina, your fully charged heavy attacks restore by 11.5%. Tenacity. Befoul 6, increase the effectiveness of your healing reduction abilities. This is if you use the poison for it. If you're not using them, then get them in like something like Tumbling or Shadow Ward. Would get them in Shadow Ward, to be honest. Tumbling 33, Shadow Ward 17. 39 in Bless, increase our healing done. 15 Psycho Weapon Expert, 30 Master at Arms, 38 Shattering Blows, 10 Precise Strikes, 32 in Piercing, and 56 in Mighty. Ironclad 21, Medium Armor 12, 10 in Thick Skins, 23 Quick Recovery, 16 Expert Defender, and the remainder of the points you want to get Hardy, Elemental Defender, Spell Shield, and Resistant up equally. That means you don't want to put 15 points in this one and 0 in this one. If you have 20 points, 5, 5, 5, 5. If you have 60 points, 15, 15, 15, 15, etc. You get it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. No, I actually don't really care, you know. I'm just here for the YouTube. No. I really do. Once again, if you want to see it live, check out www.twitch.tv/getth. We have some really nice live gameplay. PvP is really good lately. I'm trying to get my stream back up a bit. I got some really cool future plans coming for the stream and for YouTube. I can't share them with you yet, but it will be good. Do not forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. More videos are definitely coming. If you have questions, just leave a comment. And hopefully, I will see you next time. Bye bye, I'm out. See you in Tamriel.